The obvious question would be, what is camp? Though camp, the word itself, has been used for decades, whether employed, deployed, associated, or invoked, the definition has remained particularly elusive. However, we can accept the concept of camp on many different facets. Kenneth Williams once quoted in a literary interview, "Camp is a great jewel with 22 carats." By using the metaphor of diamond to describe camp, we are firmly establishing its power as an emerged and evolving cultural study, as opposed to its subcultural origin. This power that exists in the domain of the aesthetic, the ephemeral and the superfluous, giving rise to presuppositions of luxury, power, prestige, implying origins that are humble, perhaps in poor taste, and indeed, camp is all this and more. We would not be able to define camp without asking relevant questions and presenting familiar icons and examples. As we try to gain a better understanding of camp, we have no choice but to let ourselves be bothered by the following questions. By what definition is camp understood? How do we approach camp? How do we conceptualize and assert or reclaim camp? Is camp gay? Is gay camp? How is it subversive? Where and what forms can camp be traced? And how is it considered postmodern? These are all basic questions geared towards the most meager understanding of the concept or term. But this should not in any way limit one's perception of camp. Technically speaking, to fully understand camp, one would have to be. A fairly accurate summation of camp would be to establish it as... You make me laugh! You're like... She's adding words.
I'm not.
No, but that was a good first part. Just keep it.
Yeah, it's okay.
To define camp, a fairly accurate summation of it would be to establish it first as a signpost of contemporary pop culture and of pre-Stonewall queerdom, inscribed within a signifying system of previous... Okay. Sorry, I was like pre... A fairly accurate summation of camp would be to establish it first as a signpost of contemporary pop culture and of pre-Stonewall queerdom, inscribed within a signifying system of preciousness, of luxury, and draws a significance when and as culturally constructed. Another definition related to its origins would be that camp is a part of the anti-academic prominence in the 80s, with the widespread of postmodernism, particularly its views on pop art and culture. These can still be considered very vague. It's okay, I don't care.
You sure? Because like I'm gonna have to like cut it really quick and like jump to a picture, like kaagad, because you like laughed right after you finished.
No, it's okay. Even if you
sure?
put me laughing, it doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
By what definition is camp understood? How do we approach camp? Is camp gay or is gay camp? How is it subversive? When and what forms can camp be traced? Considered postmodern. Hi, it's me, your dog. All right.
Along with all the cheesy close-ups and everything. Okay. I have to stop before we waste tape.
Right,
even if I don't want.
Whatever. Okay, wait. Wait, I don't know where to start. Sorry. Okay.
Yay, Chakra.
To further define camp, we have to say that it can fall under two distinct categories: intentional camp and unintentional camp. Intentional camp, as the name suggests, constitutes a deliberate use of camp for humor. Unintentional camp arises from naivety or poor quality or taste. But because of this, we can say that unintentional camp is probably the truer camp, because while a hipster would appreciate something for its camp value, a person with really poor taste will perceive a thing to be inherently sophisticated, therefore making it campy. Much like the closely related notion of kitsch, camp has traditionally been viewed as really hard to define. However, camp and kitsch are often used interchangeably. But the term kitsch refers specifically to art, music, and literature, while camp is a much broader term. In other words, camp is an umbrella in which... You're trying not to laugh, aren't you, Earl?
No.
Camp is a much broader term. In fact, you can say it's an umbrella under which kitsch is. All things kitsch can be considered camp, but not all things camp are kitschy. It's easier, therefore, to grasp the concept of camp through the use of examples rather than through a definition. Thus, in one who is a...